if you have to start with a business idea, whatever business idea you have, there are 3 cardinal questions you must be able to answer. If you cannot answer any of these questions, you're going to be putting yourself in a lot of trouble. You might set yourself on a path of psychological and financial destruction if you do not answer these questions.
You failed before you start.
You failed before you start. The first question is, will anyone buy? The second question is, can it make money? The third question is, can I deliver? So last week we talked about, will anyone buy? And a couple of people, because it's a counterintuitive way of starting a business. When people want to start a business, people are largely product first. They think of, oh, I will start a fashion business. Oh, I will start an import business. I will start an export. So they decide what the product will be before even determining how this thing, who you are going to sell it to. And little wonder we end up running into a common problem, which is that you spend all this money, you raise money, borrow money, start this business, you pay rent, you do all those things, your business has started. And then all of a sudden, you're not asking yourself, why am I not making sales? Then it's at that point you now discover, why is nobody buying? And that's because you did not ask that question at the beginning. If you know who will buy, that will let you know what you will sell. Because at the end of the day, the way businesses make money is that people who are called customers pay them. So if the customer is not convinced that they should part with their money, they are not going to buy. So that's why you have to start with the customer. That essentially is why the customer is king. You have to decide who you are going to sell to first before you determine, oh, what do they want? Why would they buy from me over the competition? And then that will help you decide what you should sell. And I didn't mention this last week, but one of the biggest imports of what we're discussing is that maybe let me draw from, this is coming from research, raw research. There's an organization known as CB Insights, and one thing that they are renowned for is they carry out an autopsy of dead businesses. So usually we see businesses that are successful entrepreneurs, we celebrate them, but when you have a business that dies, those people just crawl into their shell and lick their wounds in private. They hardly talk about it. But what this organization does is it goes to interview people that have failed businesses. And then it runs a chart of the top 20 reasons why their businesses failed. At the top 3, you will be shocked because it aligns clearly with what we're talking about. At the top is no market need. And that is that's quite terrifying. Is it possible that somebody started a business that nobody wants what they are selling? Almost anybody that starts a business starts it on the premise of this thing is going to make money, I'm going to sell. By the end of the day, almost 40% of businesses die because nobody is buying what they are selling. So what it means is that many businesses are founded on assumptions. On an assumption that this product will sell, on an assumption that people want this product. And then they go ahead and back that assumption with money, with emotions, and risk. And at the end of the day, it fails. The second reason why many businesses fail is that they run out of money. Now, the surprising thing is that the only sustainable way to fund the business is from your customers. If you're getting money from the banks or you're getting money from investors, those are just short-term solutions. The only sustainable way to fund the business is that your customers are giving you money, and at the end of the day, you are making more money than you're spending. That's the only sustainable way to build a business. The third reason why businesses fail is that they are out-competed. You go into the market, you think you will sell, and at the end of the day, somebody steals your lunch. You just find out that you're not selling because your competitors are bigger and they are better and they are more aggressive than you are. And then you just have to leave the game. So these are the top 3 reasons